G'day, I'm Mark Latham, and today I want to talk about something that's received scant attention in the mainstream media. It should have been front page news. There's been next to no coverage about this. The Australian Federal Police have announced a female-only recruitment round. That's right. You can be a well-qualified male, perfect candidate, enthusiastic, keen, 100% deserving of recruitment on merit and miss out because you've got the wrong genitalia, you've got the wrong gender, you're a man, not a woman. Only women can be recruited to the Australian Federal Police for the remainder of 2017. Now, at one level, it's a sign of desperation. They've got all these employment targets and quotas based on gender, but they haven't been reaching them. And the truth is that women, by and large, don't want to be in the police. And it shouldn't be compulsory to be a police officer. Women, in fact, in Australia now are a majority of GPs, a majority of lawyers, a majority of teachers, a majority of federal public servants. They're pursuing jobs by choice in very good careers, in big employment sectors that give women in Australia wonderful labour market opportunities, wonderful opportunities in life. So that's a good thing for them. Women are choosing those jobs, doctors, lawyers, public servants, teachers, ahead of being in the police service. Is that a problem? No. Especially when it concerns public safety, we must employ people on merit. It doesn't matter if someone's male or female, straight or gay, black or white. You just really want the best police officer on the job, on the beat, protecting the public. And the federal police do very important work in the area of terrorism. Surely in counter-terrorism, we want to employ the very best person, not based on their genitalia. The federal police also protect the embassies and politicians. I mean, they're involved in a protective service that's vital for Australia's security. So get the best person in the job. And at one level, it's a sign of the failure, isn't it? That they haven't been able to meet their gender targets that have been set in the immediate past. So out of desperation, the federal police are going to gender apartheid, female-only recruitment. Now, it's plain wrong and it's demoralising inside the organisation. What does the message about female-only recruitment send to a male officer in the Federal Police? What it says to that male officer working hard, doing a good job is, look, you're not the sort of person that we want here in the future. You're not the sort of person who's ideal for federal policing. So this is a divisive, demoralising decision by the Australian Federal Police. It's part of the gender and identity madness that swept across the country. There was a similar decision by the Australian Defence Force recently, front page of the newspapers. We haven't seen coverage about this, but the people who are noting the wrongness of the decision are actually the general public, and full tribute to them. The Australian Federal Police put this decision, female-only recruitment, up on their Facebook page, and they got over 4,000 responses. My reading of the 4,000 responses is that 80% of them are hostile. They're negative about this. And a lot of the commentary is coming from women themselves who recognise you need merit. Let's have a look at some of those comments. Rachel Harvey wrote in to the Federal Police and said, it should be the best person for the job, not hiring women because they're women. That's sexist. Well, spot on, Rachel. Helen Bothwell wrote in, why do you need to have better gender balance? How is overlooking qualified men for women the right thing to do? This is across the board, not only the Federal Police, Queensland Police, the Air Force, etc. I fail to see how this cannot be considered sexist. And then Helen Gibson wrote in, I think it's degrading to women who achieve on their own merits because there is always that stigma that they are only got it because they are women. Merit-based means merit-based. Let's get some sense back into our system and just be fair. Well, spot on, Helen. It is a problem for women who do get the jobs on merit because they're seen in the workforce as second class, or they got a free kick, that they were promoted through not on their merit but on their gender. So for men and women working in the Federal Police, this policy is an absolute disaster. An absolute disaster, and it goes against all the Australian principles of a fair go and fair treatment of people. I mean, as a nation, we've always treated people based on their individual merit. We look at people not because they're black or white, male or female. We just judge them as individuals, and if you're qualified for the job and you interview well, you should get this employment opportunity at the Australian Federal Police. This is gender apartheid, it's gender madness, it's a sign that the system hasn't been working with its quotas. They shouldn't be recruiting people based on how they look. Get the best qualified person in, and go through the comments on the Facebook page. The poor old federal police officers there in their social media unit, they were said at the start they were going to try and respond to all the comments, but they gave up after a handful because there's an overwhelming public backlash against this stuff. Where are our politicians? Where's the mainstream media putting this on the front page to say it's just plain wrong? The Turnbull government needs to step in and employ people on merit. I'm Mark Latham for Rebel Australia, and you have a good day. If you like this video, then subscribe to Rebel Australia, go to our website, marklathamsoutsiders.com, sign up and share all the information on Facebook and Twitter.